So it is the first day back to school, and only my oldest goes today. So he asked for a sun butter and jelly. He's got strawberries, he has sun chips, and a granola bar. So we'll see if this is enough for him today or if I need to give him a little something extra. But he also always has the option to get lunch from school as well. So I will give him this with an apple juice and we'll see how he does later. My youngest doesn't start until next week. Alright, so this is how my oldest did with his lunch for his first day of school. So this week is just going to be him, and then they have Monday and Tuesday off next week for Labor Day and a teacher work day. And so next week will be a short week. It's just going to be Wednesday through Friday, but it will be both boys. Alright, so it is actually Wednesday morning. Yesterday on Tuesday, my oldest was not feeling well. He just had a really bad headache. And so I kept him home just to be on the safe side, but he's doing fine. He requested a quesadilla for lunch today, so he has 1.5 quesadillas. I make them with the fajita-sized tortillas, so they're not gigantic, and that should hopefully be enough for him. What else do you have, bud?
And I have strawberries, chips, granola bar, and a juice box.
Yep, so he has his strawberries that he always has. He has some of the blue sun chips, one of the chocolate chip granola bars, and I will throw in an apple juice. So that is it for Wednesday, and I'll show you how he does later. And for anybody that's new, these are the lunch bags that we use. So I get them at Target. They're about $15. I can usually get about 2 years out of them as long as the boys aren't too crazy rough on them. So this is the one that my older son has picked for this year. And so this is the Bento Fresh. It's the larger sized Bento, and it fits beautifully in here, but obviously the smaller kid size fits in there as well. And then I got him these utensils. It was $1 for a spoon, a knife, and a fork. And it comes with its own little case. I got these right at Walmart. And everything just fits really nicely in here. He gets a juice with lunch and a granola bar. So that's how everything fits, and it zips up, and it's not difficult to do. I don't know if I can do it one-handed. Yeah, so see, it's not tight at all. You can just zip it with one hand if you needed to. So just in case anybody is looking, that's what we use. Alright, so this is how my oldest had his lunch today. He said he ran out of time, but he will end up eating this with his dinner tonight because we're just having leftovers. So that is it for Wednesday. Good morning, it is Thursday here, and this is what my oldest is taking for lunch. Again, it's just my oldest this week. My youngest is starting kindergarten, but he doesn't start until Wednesday next week. So my oldest asked for another cheese quesadilla, so that's what he's got in here. I cut it up into, I think it's 8 pieces just because the bigger pieces wouldn't fit, so I made them smaller. So he's got that. I gave him strawberries in the back because he always likes to have strawberries. We switched it up and I did some pretzels today. I gave him a few of the red grapes that we have. Grapes for him are hit or miss. Either he wants them that day or he doesn't. So we're going to try him and see if he eats them today. He's got his granola bar there and an apple juice. So that's what he is taking for Thursday, and we'll see how he does after school. Alright, so it's Thursday after school, and it looks like there's one lonely strawberry piece left in there. So he did really good today. Alright, it is Friday, so we have made it through the first full week of my older son going back to school. They will have Monday and Tuesday off next week. And on Wednesday, they both start. So my youngest is starting kindergarten this year. And kindergarten and preschool, or pre-K, whatever you want to call it, starts later than all of the other grades. So my oldest has asked for a cheese quesadilla again. And for anybody that is wondering, because I've gotten comments before about, they're eating the same things. They have a variety of options that they can choose from. We've got chicken nuggets, we've got pancakes, he could have eggs, he can have sandwiches, He can have leftovers because we do have thermoses to do hot food. So when you see them picking the same thing multiple days in a row, it's literally them picking it. So, I have a ton of things available for them to pick from, and then they get to choose what they feel like eating for lunch that day. Lunch is the time that I let them kind of have the choice of what they're willing to eat because they're at school all day. They don't have the luxury of, hey, I don't like this, I'm gonna go pick something else. So I try to let them kind of have control over what they're willing to eat for lunch to a certain degree. I obviously am the one that I'm choosing what they can pick from in a moment. And so this is what he's picking for today. He's got a cheese quesadilla. I gave him some pretzels. He has strawberries and grapes. I did cut the grapes, but only so that more of them would fit into the space. So that's what he's picking for Friday, and I will show you how he does after school. Good morning. It is Wednesday here. It is the week after Labor Day, or I guess the week of Labor Day. And so it is my youngest's first day. He's going into kindergarten this year. So this is what he picked for his lunch. He's got waffles that I cut up for him just to make it a little bit easier because they only get 30 minutes for lunch. So I don't want him to have to spend time doing that. And he's got some syrup in here. He asked for pineapples and grapes. I gave him just a little bit of pretzels because he couldn't make up his mind on that. And then he has his apple juice. And then for my older son, he's in 3rd grade this year. He asked for mini corn dogs, strawberries, purple Doritos, a granola bar, and he has a juice as well. So that's what they're taking for lunch on Wednesday, and we'll see how they do later. All right, it is Thursday morning, and this is what the boys have picked for lunch. So my youngest asked for a grilled cheese, pineapple. He's got a clementine as well, and then he asked for purple Doritos. So my guess is he may not eat the chips, but he'll eat everything else. And then he has his juice. And then my oldest picked corn dogs again today. He has strawberries, the same purple Doritos. He has a strawberry Go-Gurt, a chocolate chip granola bar, and his juice. So that's what the boys are taking for Thursday, and we will see how they do later. So here is how my oldest did with his lunch today on Thursday. A couple of strawberries left, and that is it. All right, and here is how my youngest did for Thursday. So I don't know if he ran out of time or what happened, but he ate everything except the sandwich that he asked for. So unfortunately, this is not one of those things that I am going to have him just eat later. It's kind of soggy now, but it's kind of a bummer. We'll see what he picks for tomorrow. Alright, so it is Friday morning here for us, and it's the first week that both boys have been back to school. So this is what my oldest picked for lunch today. What'd you pick, bud?
So I have a juice, a couple quesadillas, Minecraft Go-Gurt, vanilla, and I have chocolate chip granola bar, strawberries, and Doritos.
Yep, so he picked a cheese quesadilla for today again. He's got a vanilla yogurt tube there, his granola bar, some strawberries, and the purple Doritos. And then my youngest, who I found out just ran out of time to eat his grilled cheese yesterday, asked for ham and cheese. So he's got a ham and cheese Uncrustable, which I made, obviously. So it's got half a piece of cheese and 2 pieces of ham folded up in there, and I used the sandwich cutter for it. He's got some vanilla yogurt. He prefers to eat his with a spoon. He's got some pretzels and some pineapple along with his juice. So that's what the boys picked for Friday, and we'll see how they do later. Alright, so it is Friday after school, and this is how my youngest did. So for anybody that is new, my oldest is 8 and he's in 3rd grade, and my youngest is 5.5. He is in kindergarten this year. So he ate most of his yogurt, all of his pretzels, all but one piece of his pineapple, and most of his ham and cheese. So he did pretty good today. Alright, and this is how my oldest did today on Friday. So he ate everything but some of his strawberries, and I will see if he wants that for his after school snack. But that's it for this week. We'll see you all back for next week.